actual.
Oh, and here we go. Yes. We are in...
With only a minute to spare before forfeit.
Is that right? Wait, did...
I don't know. Somebody was saying something.
I don't know. B. Winston, the non-believer in the Xerath jungle, spreading rumors.
The non-believer.
Yeah.
The heathen. Oh, look at that. Imagine that. They banned Lee Sin.
Yeah, first ban. I mean, we saw that coming from a mile away. I mean, it really only makes sense. I would really expect, though, I would see possibly a Thresh and a Ziggs ban coming out of Quantic here. I mean, maybe not.
They still don't like the Fizz. And
they still don't like the Fizz. I don't know who it is that apparently plays a ball in Fizz, but apparently a Kassadin ban.
No, they're saying that Hiroki. What I saw in chat was Hiroki plays a mean Fizz.
Okay.
So someone did their homework.
And a Kha'Zix. Really?
They banned their own Kha'Zix?
They banned out their own... Wow. It's like Lighthawk really didn't want... Who played Kha'Zix last game? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
It wasn't Lighthawk. So it's like, he's like, I don't want my own teammate to pick Kha'Zix again. Bans it. Yeah, and there's the Thresh ban. That was pretty obvious. And then grabbing the Vi right off the bat. Vi is a really contested jungler right now. Grabbing that Vi right off the bat. If you have first pick, pretty easy to grab. And there's Udyr. Udyr. There it is.
They scouted that. They knew that was coming.
Okay. All right. I wouldn't... it's scary to pick an Udyr that early because there's so many ways to counter Udyr. Anyone with hard CC... Anivia is a fantastic counter with the wall. Yeah, so I think if individual plays this right, they could pretty much outpick Quantum Penguins here, I think.
And we're seeing the Taric again. That's interesting. Taric has really fallen off, and so it's interesting to see Taric again.
He's a safe support, you know? When you're used to playing Leona and Thresh every game, and suddenly are getting banned from you, Taric is a safe pick.
That's true.
You see a Sona coming out from Cedarville before the game. He was begging the other team not to ban Sona, and they didn't. So I guess he got through with that.
And Bodacity.
Mid lane, it looks like a Karthus versus Anivia.
Bodacity's saying that he was going to come out big this game, and he comes in with the Karthus.
Karthus. That global threat is just phenomenal, really. Karthus, another champion that isn't played a whole lot, but against an Anivia, it's perfectly safe to go Karthus. It's really scary against the assassins that have been played a lot recently. Oh man, if that's a Teemo. Don't be a Teemo. He played a Teemo earlier, I believe.
We've seen a Teemo before, so...
Yeah, we've seen his Teemo. It was played against my team, actually.
Yeah. And there it is. Locks in the Teemo.
Locks in the Teemo against a Jax.
That's
a solid pick.
I believe it was actually Jason last night that made the comment that we need more Teemos.
We do. That was Jason last night. One of our only actual people here watching that are not a part of this tournament. Shout out to you, Jason. You were like, this world needs more Teemos so that they can be killed more often. I think that was Jason, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
So, there you go. That's for you, buddy. I was trying to figure out what AD carry to go with Taric. Lucian is a solid pick to go with Taric.
Yeah. Well, again, he's got that burst damage. Taric gets the stun, the burst comes off. You're either going to be dead or very low.
Now, this is something Lighthawk did against us when we played them earlier. He took teleport in the jungle. To me, that is crazy. But he did it on Aatrox against us, and it's something I guess he likes to do. So he's probably going to be taking that Vi. I don't know why he has Ignite. Oh my gosh, if that's a jungle Teemo, there's no... That's not a jungle Teemo, right?
They switched masteries right at the last second.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Don't do that to me, man. Okay. Oh, whew. Oh, the real Father Jake. You are not part of this tournament. Awesome for being here. I guess that means you might like us or something. That's cool. You should follow us. Anyway, so let's talk about the matchups. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, let's start at the bottom and just work our way
Okay.
up.
Okay.
The bottom lane, we've got Ashe being supported by Sona.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great kite potential. You've got the slow from Ashe. You
Yeah.
got the speed up from Sona.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a more passive lane until you hit 6. Or at least that's the way I would play it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I definitely agree. You have the heal coming out from Sona, and the other side has a heal in Taric, but they also have that stun. And level 1, I'd say Sona Ashe need to just poke, because Sona's level 1 poke can be really, really strong.
Yeah.
But then right after that, you have to be really afraid, because a stun from Taric and the right combo from Lucian, you're done in a heartbeat.
I agree.
But I just want to comment real quick on individuals' team. So after they picked the Vi, they saw the Udyr, right? And they had to build their team based off of, how to counter that Udyr. And they did a fantastic job. Like you were saying, they have the speed boost from Sona.
Mm-hmm.
They have the wall from Karthus, which just is a beautiful slow. And on top of that, if an Udyr wants to attack a Karthus, he has to be right on top of him, which means he's sitting on top of the Defile. Which is really, you don't want to be in that situation. And then the Ashe allows for the kiting, like you were saying. I think this is a great team comp to counter the Udyr. So let's talk about the jungle a little bit. I can do that. I really like Vi in the jungle right now. I think she's incredibly strong. You get a couple. You get to level 3 or level 4, and you start having some really strong ganks. What a lot of people haven't realized yet is that most people are actually maxing the Vault Breaker and not the I forget what it's called, her punch ability.
Mm-hmm.
Because that Vault Breaker, when you hit it, if it's max level, it does a lot of damage. So your ganks can have really strong potential, especially against like this Anivia, even a Jax. Really, don't really have a whole lot of escape. She does have to be a little careful. Udyr, I think, has some pretty strong low levels because of being able to just switch through his abilities so fast when he has blue buff. So I think jungler versus jungler, Udyr has to be really careful. Vi needs to be really careful of Udyr.
Now in the top lane,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna see this Teemo up there against a Jax. That's as much as I hate Teemo, that's death to Jax.
Yeah.
Jax is going to jump
really
in. Teemo's going to blind him. Teemo's going to poison him. Teemo's going to kite him. Level 6, he's going to have him running all over his mushrooms.
When Jax is using his dodge, his I forget Counter Strike. What I don't know is if that makes it so that he can block Teemo's Q. I know that it makes it so that he can block auto attacks.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
So I don't know because if he was to engage with a counter strike and he was able to get the stun off and then an empowered strike, that's a lot of damage before Teemo can blind him. So I don't know if it can block the Q. If someone in chat wants to let me know, that'd be cool. But I agree. Teemo, for the most part, is going to bully the crap out of Jax. Just being ranged and having that poison. Oh my goodness, Jax is in for a fun time. I mean, I don't even know what Jax would start against a Teemo. You don't want to build magic resist, but you don't want to just go cloth 5. Maybe go flask pots even, just to try to sustain against the Teemo. I don't know.
Look at this team summoner icon synergy.
Boom! Look at that. Is that Revive? Is that what that is? No. What is that?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. So what do you think about mid lane? I think it's mostly like a farm fest. Mid.
It is.
That's what it is.
Those are 2 of the best farmers there are. They're just gonna farm until there ain't nothing left to farm.
That's right. They're both really susceptible to ganks. Vi coming in and hitting that Anivia, also Udyr coming in and hitting the Karthus. I think the Vi has a better chance at ganking mid and top than the Udyr, mostly because Teemo has a speed up and Karthus has the wall to slow, where Anivia has the wall, but she has to land it really well. And Jax, doesn't really have an escape unless he's jumping to his own minions. So, so here we go. And I just got a message saying Teemo's Q is not an auto attack, so I'm assuming that means it does not get blocked by the Counter-Strike.
So I do want to point out, it is even Super Teemo, which means...
It's Super Teemo, man.
He's going to have even more trouble.
That's a good point. Something I didn't even think about.
Yeah. That cape adds a lot of power to that champion.
Really just pure intimidation and or taunt, you know. If something's more fun than killing Teemo, it's killing Super Teemo. So we'll see how that works out. Vi looks like she's going to start blueing again. These really passive lanes. Something individual, if you look at them, they ran to their towers. And that works in, you know, blind pick when there's not a lot of coordination. But if this was a coordinated team, it could be, you know, Quantic Penguins could be all over individuals jungle right now. You know, setting up wards, stealing red. But now they're doing a little bit better job. They all came down into the bush. Maybe they heard me. I don't know. But it looks like Udyr's going to be starting blue, getting a good leash from Lucian, Taric, and Anivia.
This is actually my first time seeing that Heartseeker Ashe in game.
Oh yeah,
I've been seeing the advertisements for it on the.
It's a nice skin. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm liking the look.
Yeah. Okay. It does look like Sona started Spell Thief's Edge and a ward, where Taric started Doran's Shield, and a biscuit, which is it's actually a pretty big difference. I think that Taric is going to be a lot better in trades because of having that Doran Shield. He's not going to be as susceptible to the attacks, auto attacks from Sona and Ashe. But we'll see how much poke Sona can get out of this Spell Thief's Edge.
Oh, I just realized that they actually have some color synergy down there in the bot lane. That Heartseeker, Ashe, and the Sona with her skin.
Oh, snap. They're on top of this, man.
Take a look at that color synergy there.
Boom. Look at that. Next level stuff.
Uh-huh. Little known fact.
Oh. Never mind.
Similar colored champions get like a 0.001% buff.
Yeah, you can't see it anywhere in game. It's just it's too small, but it's more like
well, basically it's like just 1 out of every billion shots gets a +1 buff.
Yeah. We're just going around spreading lies now. No one's gonna believe me with my Xerath predictions because we're just spreading lies and rumors. Okay, Udyr looks like he might be setting up a gank. Yes. He's coming around the back.
Anivia stun does stop the Karthus ult. If she stuns Karthus mid ult, it's over.
The gank going on mid. Looks like he was able to get a stun. Does a little bit of damage, brings Karthus down to about half health. It's a successful gank coming out of Udyr. While Vi is still just farming her jungle. I didn't really watch Udyr, but that was a really fast clear. I don't know. Wow, that was really, really fast clear time compared to Vi. Vi walking right through a purple ward, but it doesn't look like Anivia saw it. Vi going in. Nope. Udyr coming in bot lane. He flashes for the Ashe. Ashe using barrier. Udyr dealing a lot of damage with Phoenix Stance. And Ashe was able to get out with her life. Vi coming back down bottom. There's no wards by purple team. She doesn't know. They don't know that she's there. Let's see if she can make something happen. She's waiting in this bush. She's going to come in on Lucian. Lands the Vault Breaker. Does a full combo. Brings him down below half health. They're still trading. Sona's trying to get Lucian low enough. Sona too far forward. Udyr chasing after the Vi. Is Udyr going to go down? First blood could go to either team.
Udyr,
and Ashe.
There it is. Ashe
Here's
needs
the first
to get
blood.
a few frost arrows.
Answers, killing the Sona. Ashe is still chasing, but I don't think there's any way she can secure this kill on Taric. That was a fantastic fight by both teams, but definitely individual team won that fight. They got a kill for their AD carry, while Quantic Penguins, I'm just going to call them Quantic now, Quantic only got a kill for their support.
Yeah, that first blood is actually, I mean, that's pretty substantial.
Yeah.
First blood's always a big deal, so.
I mean, you can clearly tell they're up 400 gold now, and up top we see Teemo really starting to bully. He's just landing his auto attacks, which have natural poison on him from his passive, well, from one of his abilities passives, and he's able to just bully Jax, and Jax is gonna have to farm under tower. Oh, I need to move my champ.
I've watched Jax get a stun off on Teemo, and it didn't lead to anything. He really after he gets his stun, he ends up getting blinded, and
yeah,
it just doesn't lead to any damage. So he's really in a tough spot up there.
Yeah. The real Father Jake. I really hope this Teemo gets pooped on. I kind of agree, mostly because I hate Teemos. But at the same time, we have to be neutral with how we cheer, I suppose.
I think the world feels that way about Teemos.
Yeah, it's true. If you look at farm, though, Teemo's already up 12 farm on Jax. And that's just purely being able to bully him and having being ranged just gives him that much of an advantage. And surprisingly, Anivia is up on farm to this Karthus. Oh, and Udyr coming in for the gank. Karthus has to flash. Udyr's trying to... Oh, great wall, but Udyr was not there for the stun. You'd expect early level that Karthus with his Q would be up in farm, but somehow Anivia is keeping up in farm. She has a really hard attack animation for farming, so that's somewhat impressive. Because she doesn't normally become a farming machine until after she hits 6. Super Teemo just doing his thing, poking away, shooting his darts. Udyr is waiting at blue buff. It just came up. Let's see if he passes it off to Anivia or if he keeps it for himself.
Looks like he'll be keeping it. Anivia's not moving at all towards that buff.
Yeah, and that's interesting because you see Anivia doesn't even have a chalice yet. So it's like, you know, she doesn't have any mana regen. She's going to be up against a Karthus with blue... Oh, nope. Vi took blue buff as well. So neither mid laner getting their own blue buff. Well, getting their blue buff, I suppose. Kind of interesting. Both pretty mana-dependent champions. You'd expect them to get the blue buff. But, you know, interesting choice by the teams. Might just be greedy junglers. You never know.
Yeah.
But all the lanes right now just farming away. You know... individual team really has to play this game smart and safe. You know, they know right now we have a small lead from First Blood, but they're just trying to be smart because this game is it for them if they lose. If they win, they get to, you know, play another. So this is a big deal for them. We see Udyr going up top. Let's see if he's actually able to get a gank off. Jax jumping in onto Teemo, but Teemo, you know, just being Teemo, is able to just speed boost away, no problem.
Well, he picks up his feet and he just flies.
Yeah, I mean, how is that fair? He's like a squirrel. How can he fly?
Because he's a bird. Or he's a plane.
He's Super Teemo. Alright. Alright, bot lane is actually nearing level 6, which is a pretty big deal when it comes to fights. Once Sona and Ashe get their ultimates, this lane is going to shift, and I believe, in who's really in control. Because, I mean, Taric, his ultimate... Oh, let's be honest, it's not, you know, it's not game-changing. You know, it helps, I guess, but it's not amazing. Where Ashe and Sona can really make a big difference.
Well, they can use their ultimates comboed together and just lock Lucian down.
Yeah. Oop, Vi ganking top, but she gets stunned by Jax. Oh, is she going to try to chase with the Vault Breaker? Oh, she ults him under tower. This is really brave. I don't know if that was the best use of her ultimate. Oh man. So everyone except Sona in the bot lane are level 6 now, so once Sona hits level 6, I wouldn't be surprised if the individual team starts to get a little bit more aggressive. Udyr chasing Vi through the jungle, and Teemo just bullying Jax right up against his tower, almost killing him with that poison. Oh, Teemo's got to be real careful. He comes too close to the tower.
Karthus.
Oh, and a Karthus ult finishes off Jax. That's the power of Karthus right there. Being able to get a kill top lane when, you know, he's still mid, that's huge.
Yep.
And that puts individual team up 1,000 gold. Udyr coming in bot, but he just turns right around. I feel like they probably could have made something of that if he had trusted the Taric was going to get a stun, but he just left. Oh, I just noticed the taunts from Taric. Gemstones, Ruby for Vigor, Opal for Harmony. You know, he's getting into character. Oh.
I just think he's trying to be truly outrageous.
Truly, truly outrageous. Fantastic. Oh geez, Karth is caught out. He was just melted by Anivia and Udyr. Evening up the kills. Not quite evening up the gold, but still evening up the kills. This is an opportunity for bot lane to... Nope, Sona didn't go for the ultimate. I thought she was.
I was definitely expecting that there. It didn't come out.
Yeah, I guess she decided they couldn't trade with Lucian. And Vi was even nearby. Oh my goodness, that could have been a fantastic turn if Sona had used her ultimate there. Vi coming back in. Sona, is she going to engage? She does, but she does it at the exact same time that Vi uses her ult. But the Ashe arrow was perfectly placed, killing Lucian. Goes to the AD carry, really well played. They're able to force Taric out of lane. That was a great gank.
That was a great gank. They could have coordinated a little better with the CCs, but for the most part, great gank.
Yeah.
Now they're going to come
I
up,
think if
they're going to pull a dragon out of this, too.
Oh, Sona zoning the Taric, but they have to be really careful because Udyr was heading down that way, but it looks like he's going for Wolves instead. If Udyr went to Dragon right now, they could really make a play on this.
And
but Anivia's just going to check it out as soon as it's too late. Oh, she gets a stun on Vi, but Vi still lands the smite. They get the kill on Vi, but that's still a good play for individual.
Yep.
Trading one kill for a dragon, that's definitely a good play. An individual is just fine letting these two duke it out up top. Look at the farm difference between Teemo and Jax. That is just huge farm difference. 74 to 38. Oh my goodness. That is a huge difference. Udyr coming up to try to help Jax. Let's see if Jax can get the jump. He couldn't, and Teemo's gonna get out just fine. Oh, maybe not. Udyr's still chasing.
Mushrooms he can send him into.
Udyr, wow. Udyr does a lot of damage.
He does. That's the thing with Udyr. You got no deer sucking on your back. Yeah,
you gotta keep him on. Oh, Udyr flashing in, gets the stun. Can Jax leave? He flashes forward as well. Uses two flashes, and they easily get the Teemo. That is well worth both of those summoner spells. Teemo did not expect that.
I do not know why Teemo was going back into that fight.
Oh, and Anivia getting a solo kill mid, just one-on-one, getting the kill. That's another thing. Karthus players, for some reason, whenever they die, they always feel the need to ult, like once they're dead.
Yeah.
And that's not actually smart. You should really only ult if you know there's someone that you're gonna kill. Ulting just because you're gonna die, the cooldown on that ult is ridiculously long. And so you really shouldn't use it unless you know you're actually gonna get a kill with it. Person of Blah. Fantastic. 2 flashes, 1 Teemo, and then the real father. #worth. I agree completely.
2 flashes, 1 Teemo. That sounds gross.
Apparently, Cedarville LOL was having some issues as well with their stream. But
listen, Jason, it is always worth to kill a Teemo.
But he does bring up a good point. You know, if they're aware enough to go up top and kill Jax while he still has his flash down, that could be a great play for Vi to make. But it looks like Vi instead is trying to work his way down. Walks through 3 wards. Oh wait, those are his own team's wards. Just kidding. I saw the pings.
Still walk through them.
They literally have vision of that entire river. That is efficient? Not really. It's not efficient. It's more over the top, I guess. If anyone is in that river, they will see them.
It almost looks like they're trying to build a Settlers of Catan road or something.
Yeah, that is exactly right. Or like a wall of wards. Like this is our side of the river. Teemo getting jumped on by Jax. Udyr coming through, but Udyr is going to step on that. Oh, just kidding. Walks right past that shroom and hits it there.
We got a big fight going on bot. We got the gank.
Oh,
Lucian goes down. The arrow comes out, stunning Taric. Taric's going down fast. Can they get another shot in on him? The flash gets it. And both of those, I believe, went to
Ashe.
Ashe.
Yeah. I think so
strange,
too.
though,
One
because
might have gone to Vi, but that was...
It didn't say double kill.
Yeah, so it might have one. I think the first one might have gone to Vi. Karth is chasing after Anivia. Anivia has to flash out of it. Yeah, that was a fantastic fight down bot. I missed the first part of it, but that was, you know, getting those 2 kills really puts them back in the lead of this game. And what we need to watch for next is this dragon. That's coming up in about a minute and a half. You know, I think only individual has a timer on it, and so they really need to take advantage of having that timer and make sure they get that dragon. Anivia is slowly slipping away with that farm lead. A 66 farm at 16 minutes of the game with a Karthus is pretty low. Anivia is doing really well farming wise, and so she's really starting to get a lead, even though she isn't getting. Well, I guess she has 3 kills as well. Wow. I guess maybe they should consider banning this Anivia next game if they get a next game, because clearly she's been played twice and she's been played well both times. Bot lane getting pushed back up to the tower. And Ashe is starting to work her way back up to catching up to Lucian. She's only down about 19 farm right now, which it isn't too bad because she's up 3 kills as well. So she's got a substantial lead. But for some reason, Lucian has a Bloodthirster and Ashe doesn't. Oh, because Ashe went Berserker's Greaves. Oh! Landing the ultimate. She's still trying to kill the Lucian. Vi coming in on Taric. They need to focus the same person. Karthus ult coming down is going to be enough. It's enough to kill Lucian, but can they finish off Taric? And they do indeed.
And they hand it to Ashe.
Oh my goodness. Karthus and Ashe. The 2 carries are just getting more and more kills. You know, Quantic is going to have to come up with an answer to this Karthus, or they're just going to slowly lose this game. Those are 2 big plays that just happened because of him. And now they're going to get a bot tower out of it, and possibly a dragon if they work it right. If they think about it. Oh, it's coming up. Nope, they're going to back. That's a fantastic play by Quantic. It really starts to look like Quantic needs Anivia to carry. Like, the way that it's starting to look, Jax is behind in farm, Lucian doesn't have any kills, Udyr's not making any impact at all. He's not going to finish his Triforce for a long time. You know, they need Anivia. Oh, and it looks like she might get this kill. If Teemo plays it right, she might be able to turn it.
Oh, no.
Anivia goes into egg under the tower. Let's see if she's able to get out. Teemo able to get the kill. And here we go. Individual. Or no, this is Quantic going for the dragon. And Individual isn't in any position to counter it. Wow. That's a good turnaround for Quantic. They really needed that. But Karthus farming mid, slowly catching up to Anivia. But yeah, Anivia's finished a Rod of Ages and a Chalice already. I think she's really the major hope that Quantic has in staying in this game. Lucian's obviously going to deal a lot of damage, but he doesn't have the kills or the farm really to make a major impact. Udyr going in on Lighthawk up top. Vi is going to try to get away, I think. He doesn't want to fight this. He's pretty low on mana. If he walks through a few mushrooms, though, he should be able to get away. Oh, Teemo coming to the rescue. Can they turn this around? Oh, Vi wanted to. They could still do it if they walk him through maybe a couple shrooms. And they just decided to walk away.
Yeah, I think this next, the next step from getting Anivia to push through for you, someone's got to go over and get Anivia that blue buff, because right now, I know she has the Chalice, but that's not quite enough to keep you up. But yeah, if she has the blue buff, she can sit there with her ultimate on the ground for ages.
Forever. And the cooldown reduction cannot be, you know, overstated enough. The cooldown reduction on that for mid champions is huge. And here they are giving it to Karthus, I'm assuming. And Quantic looks like they're pushing down that bot tower. Are they going to be able to get it down? Maybe in this next wave, Lucian might be able to push down this bot tower. It looks like it's going to probably go down. Teemo has gotten incredibly strong in this game, despite how much I want to say that. I don't want to say that. He has really been getting strong, and I think he needs to start roaming to get control of this map with his team if he wants to start making a difference elsewhere on the map, because obviously he's dominated top lane. This Jax has done a decent job in staying relevant, but still lost the lane pretty hard. I think the Teemo needs to start roaming if he wants to make a difference. Oh, and they jump him in the jungle. Lighthawk having to flash out. Sona, I don't see any way he's going to escape. Uses his ult, but he still misses the Anivia. And the kill goes to Lucian. Much needed kill for the AD carry. Anivia landing the stun, but still being a little too aggressive. She seems to like the tower dive just a little bit too much. The gold lead is still in the favor of individual by about 2,000 gold. Teemo has to go top to try to save the tower from Jax. And it looks like both teams are just kind of going to slow down. Not so much fighting anymore. So let's take a quick look at the builds. Doesn't look like much action's going to happen. Jax looks like he was going to build a Bork, but then had to build a Spectral Cowl to kind of counter this Teemo. And so that, really slowed down his build into the Bork, which has really limited his damage output. Anivia getting a Rod of Ages, that's slowly just going to make her stronger and stronger. And Udyr's trying to, I believe, get a Trinity Force. I think that's what Udyr's normally are trying to build, but it's going to take him a while. And the same with Lucian. Looks like he's probably going to try to build a Trinity Force as well. Ashe going for the traditional Bloodthirster, probably into Infinity Edge build. Oh, and here we have a fight mid. Vi getting jumped on, tries to use her ultimate to escape. Really well played, but still gets stunned by Udyr. Udyr's still chasing for the Ashe, gets the next stun. Jax jumps on top, gets another kill. Udyr's not done, he's still chasing.
Unfortunately, that was a 5-on-3 there. You saw Teemo coming in at the last second, and you saw.
Oh, and Soma gets caught out. Ult's the wrong direction. Oh man, she's gonna be kicking herself for that one. That was oof. That was, yeah, like you were saying, they saw an opportunity, and here they go again, diving. But they don't want to, oh man, you don't want to kill a Karthus when everybody's that low. Oh, and they all seem to live. Well played by Quantic.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh man. Dragon does come up in about 30 or 40 seconds, so both teams are probably going to want to get there and start contesting it. I believe both know that the time that it's coming up, so we'll see. Taric setting up wards, knows that it's going to be contested.
Yeah.
Individual looks like they're trying to push down mid lane.
The team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh, Jax trying to pick off the Vi, but gets slowed by the
wall.
Karthus Wall of Pain.
That was a great wall.
Yeah, really wants that blue buff. That will help her a lot, as we've talked about and touched on already. They're going to just shove mid lane. What that does is it forces Quantic to not really be able to do Dragon because they have to worry about their mid lane tower. Oh, do not walk into that bush, Sona. Oh my goodness. She has Vision and she almost got too close. Both teams are just waiting for the other team to make a mistake and just to try to capitalize on it. We'll see how it goes down. think if they were to fight here, Purple Team would have had the upper hand, but now Quantic is mostly bottom and aren't here to fight.
I don't know if they would have necessarily had the upper hand. Again, this comp, the two comps, I really feel like it's who executes the right way. If you've got a Sona that comes in, ult's hitting all the people, and then you let an Ash Arrow fly to CC some more.
Oh, great Sona ult. Gets 3 of them.
There's the Ash Arrow.
Karthus eats most of the calling. They're all fighting on top of a dead Karthus. You never want to fight on top of a dead Karthus.
That was what I was talking about.
That is yeah, you were spot on.
The crescendo, as soon as it wears off, you get that Ash Arrow, and they come out on top. 1 for 4.
That was a really well played fight by Individual. Really, Vi landing that initial ult onto Jax, followed up by the Sona, followed up by the Ash Arrow, all on top of a Karthus. That was you couldn't have been done better. And they're able to get a turret after all 4 of those kills. Gives them only a 2,000 gold lead. This game is still incredibly close and could go either way. But you know, Bodacity promised. Bodacity promised.
I believe in
Big things are
Bodacity.
gonna happen.
I believe in him.
I'm starting to believe him. You know, he's made some good plays. Karthus ults have been spot on. That last fight, he ate the calling, which killed him, but Karthus almost acts as a weird tank because it's okay for him to die in the fight if he dies in the right spot. And he did. In that fight, he died in the right spot. He right in the middle of the fight. Oh my goodness, see how much damage that Teemo Shroom just did.
That's
wow.
what that's the next bundle that Riot needs to put out is the Okay to Die bundle.
Okay to Die bundle, yeah.
You got Singed, as long as he's proxying, Feed to Win.
I think Malphite should definitely be on there. It's okay for him to die. He's diving in the middle of their whole team. It's like, oh yeah, it's okay for him to die. That's the whole point. But here we see Quantic, whole team pushing top. They really want this tower, and I don't think there's any way that Individual can get there to contest it.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
That was a great rotation by Quantic, answering their second tier mid turret that they just lost by getting the first tier top turret.
Although I feel like Individual Team may have had the opportunity at that point to have just gone straight down middle and taken an in.
Oh, jeez. Sona almost getting caught. Well, did get caught. Almost cost her life. Barely was able to flash out of that. And I agree. I think mid lane was open, and Individual probably could have made a play out of it. I think the issue for Quantic is that their team comp is about diving, and you don't want to dive a team with Karthus.
Right.
If you think about it, they have a Jax, they have an Udyr. You know, those two champions are literally let me jump on top of your AP carry, or your AP carry wants you to jump on top of them. So I feel like really in the team fights, it's going to be really hard for Jax and Udyr to get in, get the kills they need, and then get out. With a Karthus ult following them, I don't even know if it's possible.
Well, that's what we were looking at before the game about the incredible kite potential of Individual.
Yeah.
And how with the Ashe and with Sona, you just move around and keep them from moving around all day long.
Yeah. Although, Quantic, if you look, they just climbed right back to being even in gold. I think the problem is all the times that Individual has gotten ahead, they failed to then push or make, do something with being ahead.
Yeah.
And they've just kind of allowed Quantic to just stay in this game. But I agree. I think the team comp-wise, Individual really has the better team comp. Someone's asking me where am I getting Quantic. Their whole name is Quantic Penguins, right? Isn't that what they're called?
Yeah,
Am I saying?
we've got
Isn't it Quantic Penguins? Sorry if
Quantum.
that's confusing, because isn't there an actual team named... Oh, it's Quantum.
Quantum Penguins
My apologies. Quantum Penguins.
versus individual team.
Yeah, sorry, it's Quantum Penguins. Can I just call them Penguins then?
Yeah.
That's more fun. I don't know.
Ps. The CPs.
So we got the Penguins versus the individuals. Individuals
Actually,
also
it's
is a weird team
QPs.
name, but it's actually just a
Quantum
team
is
full of
Q.
individuals. That's why they have the name. Yeah, I'll call them Penguins from now on. Sorry, I thought it was Quantic Penguins.
QP. We'll just call them QP.
QP. All right, we got QP and individuals. Udyr split pushing top lane. I think that's a really smart choice. Udyr is really good at escaping, and he can duel. Now that he's got his Triforce, I think he could pretty well duel. I think Teemo could probably take him, especially because he has a blind. But we'll have to see. Ashe looks like she might also be trying to pinch on the Udyr. Nope, she's going back towards mid. So QP, Quantum Penguins, are kind of spreading out. You know, they have Udyr top, they have Anivia Lucian bot, they have Taric mid right now. It looks like they're trying to spread out because they don't want that team fight, and I think that's the right decision. I think they're kind of realizing that the team fights aren't going their way, and they really need to spread out. They want to make things happen. Sona trying to 1v1 the Lucian, has to burn ultimate, and now Anivia finishes off the Sona. Taric comes in, lands the ultimate on all of them. Udyr is right there to get the stun on Ashe. Ashe has to get out of there. She's still alive somehow. Udyr flashes forward to get it. Karth is trying to get a couple kills there. Can't do it. He ults. That's probably going to get the Lucian. Bye. Still only one alive. Teemo is still top lane. That was all a 4v5. And Quantum Penguins really just did amazing in that fight. It started with Sona having to burn her ultimate on Lucian. It wasn't there for the team fight. I mean, Anivia was able to get a lot of AoE, and Udyr and Jax, just like I talked about, were able to get onto, or was it, oh no, it was Udyr and Taric were able to get onto Karthus, finish the kill, and not at all, they didn't have to risk their own lives because they were able to get it fast enough. So Teemo was the lone survivor after all of that from the individuals, and now Quantum Penguins has a solid lead, 2,000 gold lead. I mean, it's a lead. It's not huge, but clearly the individuals can still hold their own in team fights if they play well.
Well, and I might have. No, I think I'm right. They're tied up in objectives, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, definitely.
They've got the same amount of towers. Have they split dragons?
Dragon. That's a good point. I think. Actually, I think Quantum Penguins has 2 and 1 went to individuals. I don't remember, to be honest. But yeah. So they're basically even in objectives. And the Baron dance is starting. Lighthawk starting Baron on bot. This is really, really brave. I don't like this call at all by the individuals. I don't think they can really fight Quantum Penguins if they don't get with the debuff that Baron gives you. I don't think that's a smart decision at all. They backed off wisely and are just trying to, you know, bait a mistake out of QP.
They seem to be playing this pretty well. They got their heavy hitters out front. Or not heavy hitters, but
tanky
players.
Yeah. Yep. Individuals are really just looking for the pick off here. I don't know if they're going to get it, but they're trying. Oh, they're trying to chase down on this. Oh, that could be a bait, though. They need to be really careful. Jax is waiting on the wings for a leap in. But, but they're doing all right. Teemo setting up shrooms. So if the fight engages, Vi starting Baron. Does purple team even have vision? Now they do. They see them starting Baron. Baron quickly going down. Jackson easily leap in there. They don't want to fight this. They're having to kite back, dealing a lot of damage to Taric. Taric is very low. Vi diving in on Jax. Sona landing on 2 of them. Karthus right in the middle of the fight, doing a lot of damage. He needs to focus the Lucian. The Lucian doing so much damage to the team. If Teemo can land a blind on this Lucian, it could mean the change of this fight, and there it is. Teemo's blind changing everything.
Wow, 3 for 4.
That was a really good fight for individuals. They turned it around. It looked like it was going to be ugly when they didn't target Lucian or Anivia, but they were able to turn it around in the end. And really the biggest mistake again was just fighting on top of a dead Karthus. Like, you can't fight on top of Karthus. It just doesn't work. It will never end well for you. Oh man.
So with them being just about tied up, things kind of being at a reset here, what's their next move? Does do both teams kind of group mid, try to push down, get to the other team's base? Are they already a minute and a half out trying to set up for Dragon?
It's really hard. I feel like it's too early to set up for Dragon. What they need to do is they need to send someone top, although it might be pushing already. It looks like it is. Individuals top lane is going to be pushing towards Quantum Penguins, and that's going to make them send someone top. Once Quantum Penguins send someone top, that's going to make it so that Dragon is an easy get for individuals. Though they're chasing down this Jax. Vi going in. Oh, she decides to fall back. Oh, she ults in on Jax. Karthus focusing him. Wow, what happened to Ashe? I completely missed that. Anivia still poking away at Vi. Udyr comes in, hits the Karthus. The Karthus needs to turn his file on and needs to kite. He needs a wall of pain. Looks like he's going to go down and not deal very much damage to anyone at all. Lucian pops the Guardian Angel. They're able to kill Anivia, but they need to focus the Lucian. Karthus' ult wasn't even up for him to use, so that they lost this fight horribly. It was a 4v5, and because they didn't have Ashe, it just went downhill so fast. Great flank by Udyr to take out the Karthus. Great flash by Sona. She might be able to stay alive for a bit longer. I don't see her making it out of this alive, though. Oh, she might be able to... Nope, she's... Oh! No, she needs to go die to tower. Oh, what a play by Sona. Getting the execute. Next level stuff. The frustration verbalized by Team Quantum Penguins, but only returned with love from Sona.
Teemo looked like it was attached to Karthus for a moment there.
Oh man.
That Taric is a dead man walking.
There. Great pick off by the individuals. I mean, yeah, by the individuals. Now they're going to try to get Dragon off of it. Wow, this game is incredibly even. Both sides doing really, really well at just staying in this. I still think the the team fight potential is completely in favor of the individuals, but Quantum Penguins is just doing a great job spreading out, split pushing. There it is again, pushing minions all the way to the second tier tower and mid, and it makes it makes it so the team fights are happening less frequently.
Cedarville, lol. You must have missed the kill on Ashe by Anivia due to the Teemo blind. Now affecting
what?
casters too.
What?
Cedarville,
You must
lol.
have missed the kill on Ashe by Anivia due to Teemo blind, now affecting casters too. Hey man, yeah, maybe. Are you done with all of your streams, dude? I have to wait 15 seconds for him to respond since there's Twitch lag, but
Yeah.
I want to know if maybe the other game's already done. I think he was casting the Aberrant Gaming versus, who was that? I can't remember who they were versing. Aberrant versus Random Access Memories? I don't
That
remember.
sounds right.
But yeah, he was the one casting that game. Wow, this game is still incredibly close though. It's less than 2,000 gold lead by Quantum Penguins, and they do hold the tower lead, so the map pressure is favoring them. But I like the vision control of the individuals. If you just look, you can see a whole. They can see all the way across the map. Plus, top is pushing for them. And the engage from Vi, she's going in strong. Karthus goes popped immediately, but the Sona ult was just about perfect. Vi is still alive, dealing so much damage.
Wow.
An unnecessary Ashe ult, but that was a beautiful fight. The Sona ult on top of a dead Karthus was absolutely perfect. They couldn't have done that any better. They're going to push down this tower, and they could get an inhibitor off this. Oh, the whiff is ball breaker by Vi. But they're going to take out Anivia on top of all of this. They need to focus the tower so they can get this inhibitor before everyone else comes back up. Although they've got long death timers.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
They're backing off. No, they're getting the inhibitor. Okay. I thought they were all about to leave, and I was like, guys, there's an inhibitor. So that's a very solid lead taken by the individuals. They might even rotate. No, they aren't going to try to get Baron off of this. There's no way. Oh, maybe. Jackson Tarek up in right now. Lucian heading that way. He doesn't have his ult up though. This could be a Baron, and it looks like it's going to be. Wow, really good play by individual, making the most out of that team fight and getting an inhibitor and Baron. And Karthus is even alive, so he got Baron buff as well.
Yep, everyone on the team got it.
Apparently, Random Access Memory played We Always Cedarville, and they won in 2 games. I don't know which one won, but that's good. Aberrant and Random Access both won 2-0 in their series. Cool. Well, awesome. Looks like this might go to 3 games, which would be really exciting.
Oh, it's gonna be.
I might not be able to stay for the 3rd game, knowing that I have a game. Well, I guess my game is gonna have to be after this game.
Yeah.
But I also want to. I also might want to eat before that happens. But anyway,
I think
food
my
is
problem
good.
is. I think my problem is I ate too much during that lunch break, and I'm not feeling the post-lunch sleepies coming on.
Dude, I understand that. I might need to go get some more caffeine. I've already downed a Dr. Pepper and a large cup of coffee today, so maybe that's why I'm talking so much.
I do have a 5-hour energy drink out in my car.
All right, well,
my
we've got a
emergency.
Baroned up individual team, and they are looking to take advantage of it. Trying to catch out Anivia with the Wall of Pain, but couldn't quite get her.
All it's
Vi
gonna take is one good team fight. One good
Yeah.
catch, one good team fight, and this game will be over.
Yeah, that's it. Vi has always been so aggressive this game, trying to pick people off way behind enemy lines, and it's worked out for him. With the follow-up coming from Karthus and from Ashe and Anivia, from Ashe and from Karthus, it's really been a solid strategy. They're easily going to get this tower. There's no way that Quantum Penguins can really contest this tower.
And if they try,
Oh, and here comes Vi.
This could be
Just
that
like I
team
said,
fight we were asking for.
Oh, the Sona ult misses everybody. Vi barely lives. Karthus gets in the middle of everyone. Ashe needs to kite
Oh
the
my
team up
gosh.
to stay
GG.
alive.
GG.
What a beautiful fight by individuals.
Watch for
That's
the GA.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, and Ashe barely lives. I didn't even realize that Lucian had Guardian Angel up. What a beautiful team fight. Like I said, Vi dives so deep.
So the fact
takes
that the fact that Bodacity is talking in our chat right now, I think gives us an idea of what's about to happen.
Is that right?
Yeah.
This is the Bodacity. This is the Bodacity.
I'm pretty sure that the Penguins, or I'm sorry, that individual team finishes right here. There it is. And we are going into a game 3.
You're going into a game 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, I'm gonna run.
That was solid. That was very, very solid by both teams.